Hello everyone and welcome back to chapter 13 focused on final intonation, rising intonation or falling intonation at the very end of a statement and questions. Just a moment ago we were talking about falling intonation in both statements and WH questions. How the focus word in English, the intonation rises in the strong syllable of the focus word, but then quickly begins to fall as we near the end of the sentence. That takes place in both statements and in WH questions. Now, on the contrary, for yes-no questions, we actually see continued rising intonation even after we increase the intonation of the focus word when we do word stress, right, with focus words. So notice the intonation at the end of yes-no questions. Are you a student? Are you a student? And if we look at some of the questions in exercise 3, yes or no questions often begin with do, are, is. In the past tense, it would be were or was or did, or they could be in the negative form, didn't or don't, can't. Starting off with these auxiliary modals, right, helping verbs. These are all yes or no questions here, 5 through 8. Give a listen to them. You can listen to CD2, track 63, to double check, but let's repeat them together. Number 5. Do you have a car? Do you have a car? Number 6. Do you like pets? Do you like pets? Do you play an instrument? Do you play an instrument? Are you a night owl? Are you a night owl? Just play with it a little bit and make these statements for a moment. Take off the punctuation and make them statements. Take away the helping verbs at the very beginning and change you, actually just leave you for added emphasis. And say numbers 5 through 8 with as just a statement. You have a car. You have a car. You like pets. You like pets. You play an instrument. You play an instrument. You are a night owl. You are a night owl. Notice how the intonation steadily goes down in the form of a statement. But with yes or no questions, we have rising intonation even after the stress syllable in the focus world. Car, pets, instrument. That's a really good example because we have 3 syllables. The first syllable in instrument is the strongest, and it even continues to rise after that word stress. Try number 7 one more time together. Do you play an instrument? Instrument? Do you play an instrument? Excellent job, guys. So you can see here with yes or no questions, we have continued rising intonation all the way up until the very final word, the very final syllable in the last word, even if it's the focus word. Notice how here, we talked about a moment ago, with WH questions, we have falling intonation. So you can hear the difference in these. What's your name? What's your name? Where did you grow up? Where did you grow up? When do you eat dinner? When do you eat dinner? What are your hobbies? What are your hobbies? That's a really good one because we have two syllables in that focus word, hobbies. The first syllable is the strongest, and that gives us an opportunity in a two-syllable word, especially where the last syllable is not stressed, to really emphasize that falling intonation. What are your hobbies? Hobbies. What are your hobbies? WH questions, falling intonation after the focus word is stressed. Yes or no questions, rising intonation. I mean, even kids do this. Even kids do this when they can't even put together a coherent sentence. Kids do this with just one sentence questions. Book, outside, granola, avocado. My little 2-year-old boy, when he wants to ask a question, even at 2 years old, he knows. When he asks a question, permission to say yes or no, yes, this is okay, no, it's not okay, he uses rising intonation. He knows that at the young age of 2, that in English with yes or no questions, we have rising intonation, and with statements or WH questions, we have falling intonation.